Hey guys, what's up? Second video. It's almost 6 in the morning. I just couldn't sleep all night. I'm going to show you guys how to create a deck. It may not have any combos, but it can still do some good damage. And I'll show you in the training camp what it can do. Now, the thing for a deck that you got to take in mind is you need at least 2 spells. Preferably one high damage and one low damage. But if you can't do that, just don't. I'm going to drop in a fireball instead of this elixir collector, and instead of those arrows, I prefer the zap spell. It's quick, it's efficient, and I can get rid of spammy troops really easily. Now, gonna want something to get your pushes through. Basically, it's high damage taking, can deal high damage preferably, and it can at least get to your towers quickly. A P.E.K.K.A. is a good idea, but it doesn't always attack where you want it to. It can get distracted. So you could do the giant skeleton, or even the prince or a giant. But I think you could even do a hog rider, honestly, come on. I think I'm going to do, for this one, the P.E.K.K.A. It's absorb damage, it can deal damage. All in all, it's a great card. Alright, and then you're going to need something spam. Something small that can support your big troops, that get your pushes through. That's where this skeleton army comes in, and we'll drop it instead of this balloon. Now I'm going to keep those that minion horde just because it's air. It can attack, some troops can attack it, and can easily take out an inferno dragon or even a baby dragon, no problem, given their high enough level. Now, you want something that can take out troops when you need them to, and also take them away. So that's where this Valkyrie comes in. And they need some extra defense against air, so you could have another air troop, or you could have a musketeer, or something that can attack air. I prefer the baby dragon or the musketeer. You could do spear goblins, whatever. It's up to you. Which, for this one, I'm going to use the purpose of the baby dragon. Or, no. I am going to do the musketeer, just because it's high damage and can take some damage. I'm going to drop it in instead of those spear goblins. And now there's one more essential thing that every deck needs. It's called a game ender. These are things that, no matter what your opponent does, the push will go through. They will attack the tower because they can go directly in front of the tower. You could use a goblin barrel. You could use, if you have it, the graveyard. I'd love the graveyard. You could use the hog rider. That's a great one because it just goes straight for the defenses. I mean, it deals high damage too. But you could use even a rocket. You might have too many spells in your deck. Now, I prefer the graveyard, the oh so glorious graveyard. Now that's a little bit high cost, so instead of that minion horde, let's see if we can drop in the minions instead. Alright, and that makes it down to 4.0 elixir cost. Either way, you could still use it. I'm going to show you the training camp now. At least one battle, just to show you how it works. Keep in mind, this doesn't have any combos. It's just a basic deck. It's just made with the basics. You don't need combos to win. And sometimes people can't even counter these things. Honestly, it's sad, but they can't. Now, you never want to use a spell on a tower unless you're about to take it out. Unless you can take it out right away, you don't ever want to use a spell on a tower. Spells are best used for destroying troops like this. And getting your pushes through. Now, I am going to drop in this P.E.K.K.A. once I get enough elixir. Probably save up to use a skeleton army with it. Now this is going to get an effective push in against my opponent, but this guy deems it necessary to drop these things, so drop skeleton army. Alright, he got rid of that. I'm going to drop my game ender. It can easily take out a tower on its own if you have even one graveyard spell. Even if it's not level 2, it can take out a tower on its own like nobody's business, left alone. Don't be afraid to use it if you have it at the beginning. It's not a bad idea. It never is. And honestly, you can use it for even countering an opponent's push, and then it can even go into a counter push. It's that simple. It's not hard to use. It's a little bit costly on Elixir, but it works great. There's no arguing that. Now I'm going to drop this fireball right here and take out those low life troops. Of course, he's going to drop that. I'm going to drop my Valk and this P.E.K.K.A. right about now. You want to make sure you at least have a full elixir bar. Or have enough elixir to make a counter push or even counter your opponent's push. It's kind of crucial. Skeleton Army could also be considered a game ender, but not necessarily. But I win. Well, that was how that deck works. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and I will for sure give you a tutorial. They all pretty much work the same on how you want to use them, but it's been nice chatting with you, and I will see you later.